UK rejected offer of visa-free tours by musicians in EU, despite blaming Brussels for permit blow. Standard proposal to exempt performers for 90 days was proposed, but the UK said no. The UK rejected an offer of visa-free tours by musicians to EU countries, despite blaming Brussels for what the industry is calling the devastating blow of them requiring permits. Standard proposal to exempt performers from the huge cost and bureaucracy for 90 days was turned down, The Independent has been told, because the government is insisting on denying that to EU artists visiting this country. It is usually in our agreements with third countries, that work visas are not required for musicians. We tried to include it, but the UK said no, an EU source close to the negotiations said. The revelation comes after the shock threat of visas sparked protests that future tours will have to be abandoned, at a time when musicians are already reeling from the impact of COVID-19. And it sparked calls for ministers to reveal exactly what took place in the negotiations, after they insisted Brussels was responsible for the damaging new red tape. Cabinet Office Minister Michael Gove on Saturday warned all kinds of businesses to brace for significant border disruption, as more of the consequences from rule changes emerged. The head of the Incorporated Society of Musicians, exempt, said she was horrified by the evidence that an offer on music was spurned, while Labour said fans would not forgive the government. The row has sparked bitter recriminations after music bodies were repeatedly reassured that a Brexit deal would protect touring performers, as well as their support teams and equipment. Stars including folk singer Laura Marling and Charlatans frontman Tim Burgess have signed a parliamentary petition demanding visa-free tours, backed by almost 230,000 people. The government is arguing it pushed for a more ambitious agreement which would have covered musicians and others, but our proposals were rejected by the EU. In fact, countries as contrasting as the United States and Saudi Arabia enjoy a permit-free exemption for performers in their deals with the EU, which offers the arrangement as standard. The UK refused to agree because they said they were ending freedom of movement. It is untrue to say they asked for something more ambitious, the source said, adding, there has to be reciprocity.